Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to day 10 of the Azon Ultimatum 30-day challenge. Quite a mouthful there, but we are on 10 days, or 10 days through, so thank you ever so much for following along. I hope you've got something out of it. We're obviously, well, a good way in. We have covered, for those of you that are sort of viewing this video and you haven't been following along, don't worry, you can still get started. You can go to day 1. You will find all of the videos and a link to the relevant pages on YouTube in a playlist. But assuming you've been following along, we have covered niche selection. That was obviously the first part that we covered. So the sort of first 6 or 7 days was like niche selection. I think the first 8 days was niche selection. And now we're going to talk about content creation, and that's what we've been talking about in day 9, and we're here with day 10, and I'm going to be telling you more about content creation, how to make it easier. Content creation is one of the hardest things, or not the hardest thing, it's quite simple, but there's a couple of reasons it's difficult to get the stuff done. One, because you need momentum. You need to be getting sales in as quickly as possible. For those of you that want to do that, you've got a link on this page as well, below this video, to grab the coaching. What that will allow me to do, if you click on the link below this video, it actually go through to a page that explains everything, and you'll have another video there, so I won't go on and on about it here. But it basically allows me to spend time with you, give you some niches that I know make sales. And when I'm going through with the 30-day challenge, obviously my time's limited. I've got to give it to you in quite a fast fashion, because otherwise the videos would be immense. And also, the thing is with the 30-day challenge, I can't work one-on-one with you. So what the coaching does is allow me to work with you one-on-one, and there's also some great bonuses in there to do with Azon Ultimatum that's coming up, and the webinar, which is basically a webinar going through this stuff, like all the Amazon stuff, but I will also be showing you some little tricks. There's some good stuff in there, more to do with when you basically are at the stage where you need to get traffic to your site. There's a lot of good stuff in there as well. And then you will also have the option of joining a follow along. With the coaching you get in there free, so well worth considering. For those of you that have ordered site builds, the 12 site builds, it's an offer I did. I was actually held up. I'm like a week behind due to food poisoning, and I'm going to out the restaurant that did it. Not to, you know, I didn't end up complaining, but it was a Domino's. It was a Domino's, potato wedges and chicken that was the culprits. I'm pretty sure it was that. I'll tell you why, not to get too graphic into it. I'm sure you can imagine what food poisoning's like for those of you that have had it, but I could sort of taste it in my throat while I wasn't being sick or anything like that. It was just really drained, like completely. I actually was forced for once in a long time to have time away from the computer. I couldn't do anything. For those of you that have ordered site builds, that's put me a week behind. But for the first orders, so you'll be contacted from me this week. You will receive half of your sites, most of you, this week, or you will be contacted at the very latest, the first half of your sites next week. I hope that makes sense, but I will be contacting you via email to give you an update. And then once you get the first half of your sites, you're going to get the other half the week after. So it gets, there was an offer where you got 12 sites, so it's like 6 and then the other 6. So you'll get that through. And as I say, I'll be contacting you nearer the end of this week. We're on Wednesday now, so you will be contacted by me this week with 5 or 6 of your sites, and if not, you will receive an email from me anyway with some super bonuses for taking so long, and also a schedule and a delivery date to actually deliver your sites. Okay, so today we're talking about content creation. I'm going to show you some things because I don't want this video getting too long. That took longer than expected, but getting right into it. In the last video, in day 9, I talked about how to structure your content, so you can check that. I won't go through it again now because it will make the video even longer, but I also wanted to show you why good content really ranks well, and I'm going to show you an example of that. So basically what we want to do is not reinvent the wheel. We can see what works by looking at the top sites. Now, looking at CNET, I've just picked a random niche here, Nest thermostats. It's like a sort of digital make of thermostats. This one is the sort of UK CNET, but it doesn't matter. They've got one in the States, obviously. What I wanted to show you is the structure of a really good review, but not to go through the entire CNET article with you, but just to show you some key things of why it ranks so well. You've got the good, the bad, and the bottom line. You want to have something like that on your reviews, ideally. You don't have to have, but if you're worried about, you have a review and you don't know how to send them through to Amazon, you can use a format like that, the good, the bad, and verdict, because it will allow you to structure it in a way to send them straight through. So, or you could put this, as they do, right at the top of the article with a link at the bottom saying don't need a review, just looking for the Nest thermostat, click here to go through to Amazon. But what I wanted to show you is not so much anything in the review, but look how much content there is here. So we're going down, we're still going down, and here, and it says continue to next page. Here we go, and it's got pictures there, and going down, and previous page. So, and you can see that the way it's putting links in is exactly the way I teach, good anchor text link. And to give you an example, and I haven't checked this, but to give you an example, Nest recently opened up its thermostat to other products. So if I click on this, it goes through to an article that says developer program makes Nest a focal point for the smart home, where it would give you more information about that. So the easiest way to understand content and touching on the SEO, but we will do that as part of the 30-day course. The easiest way to understand content is to have really good content. You can see how much they're talking about this product, the benefits of the product. I'll just go back to the previous page so you can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. No, the good, the bad, the bottom line. Installed by professionals. And, you know, it's talking about that if you want it, you have to get it installed by professionals. It's talking the main questions, learns how you like it. So, not reading the article, but that suggests that it sort of learns as you use it. So it keeps your house at the temperature you want. And it's basically telling people really good information. Now, for an example, here I am at a random site, Thermostat Center. If I go back, this is on page 2, and it's at the bottom of page 2, which, okay, you want to be number 1, but there's some pretty hefty sites here, like TechSpot and like that CNET one. CNET, in actual fact, for the Nest thermostat, is ranking number 1, so that review is really good. But you can see here, Thermostat Center. And when we look at the content, there's not as much there, but it's good content. Really good. So you don't have to make it really difficult, but look how much content they're putting on. And it's just got a YouTube video, related reviews, and it's got more thermostats, further information, and there you go, a call to action in anchor text. As a disclaimer, this guy, I have no idea whether he's following Amazon Kickstart or anything. He's not anyone that's dealing with me. I just saw that this site was ranking. I can tell you exactly why it is. You've got your top picks here. You've got different makes of thermostats, a comparison. I will be talking about comparisons and so on. I'm going to talk about more in Azon Ultimatum. And you'll also want, right, there's 2 ways you can get this information. Azon Ultimatum, or you'll want to check out the coaching below this video. The reason being, I'm going to reveal a really, really awesome trick that will, 1, shoot your rankings up in Google, and 2, it makes your site look like CNET. That's all I'm going to say on it. I don't mean like the same colours and the same theme. I mean in the actual Google search results, how you can be like basically what we're doing with these Amazon sites is building review sites. So I'll show you how you can get a really good looking search spot and far more clicks, but that will be for the people that get the coaching. So grab that if you really want to go for it. And I'll also, well, you'll see the video underneath this video. You will see a link going through to that page and it will explain everything. But I just wanted to say the takeaway points from this: when you're writing content, have a look at what the best do. So have a look at CNET. From this CNET article, if you were doing these products, you could form your own content from this more than enough. Excuse me. Because there's so much content on it. So what you want to do is have a look at the best that's ranking and use that as a base for your articles. Not copy, but use it as a base. And that's what will get you ranked in the search engines, as simple as that. So I'll leave the video there. I'd love to be working with you. Check out the coaching below, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.